A clock on the wall had stopped at 20 minutes to 9.
Look at me. You are not afraid of a woman who has not seen the light of day since before you were born.
No.
Do you know what I touch? Here?
Yes, ma'am.
What do I touch?
Your heart.
Broken. I am tired. I want diversion. Play.
She could hardly have directed an unfortunate boy to do anything more difficult to be done under the circumstances.
I sometimes have a sick fancy that I want to see some play. There. Play, play, play.
I had a desperate idea of starting round the room in the assumed character of Mr. Pumblechook's chase cart. But I found myself so unequal to the performance that I gave it up and stopped and just stood looking at Miss Havisham.
What? Are you sullen and obstinate?
No, ma'am. I'm very sorry for you just now, and sorry that I can't play.
Well, call Estella. You can do that. Call Estella at the door.
To stand in the dark and mysterious passage of an unknown house, bawling, "Estella!" to a scornful young lady who was neither visible nor responsive, was almost as difficult as play into order. But she answered at last and came across the dark window and down the hall in a dark passage like a star. Miss Havisham beckoned her to come close.
Let me see you play at cards with this boy.
With this boy? Why, he is nothing more than a common labouring boy.
Well, you can break his heart.
What do you play, boy? Nothing but beggar my neighbour, miss. So we sat down to cards. It was then that I began to understand that everything in the room had stopped, like the watch and the clock, a long time ago. I glanced at the dressing table again and saw that the shoe upon it, once white, now yellow, had never been worn. And then I glanced down at the foot from which the shoe was absent and saw that the silk stocking on it, once white, now yellow, had been trodden, ragged. So she sat, corpse-like, as we played at cards, the frilliness and strivings of her bridal dress looking like earthy paper. I played the game to an end with Estella, and she beggared me. She threw the cards down on the table when she had won them all, as if she despised them for having been one of me.
Are you ready to play more?
I don't think I am, ma'am.
Not at cards again? Well, since you are unwilling to play, are you willing to work?